We're going to continue with some other news, perhaps on a lighter note now, where there is a vibrant fun run walk wheel event. It's happening at the Johannesburg Zoo. It forms part of the nationwide campaign to help raise awareness and collect nappy donations for children and adults who are living with disabilities. Let's cross to Nomtsikelelo Mthabela for more on this. Nomtsikelelo, good morning. If you can hear us, perhaps you could tell us what's happening on your end, the weather, in terms of how people have come out in their numbers, perhaps to be part of this donation drive for those most need. Tell us a little bit more about what's transpiring as we're speaking at this hour.
But also now a conversation that we need to be looking at is, of course, policies. When it comes to policies, do they speak to the needs and challenges of persons living with disabilities? But to actually elaborate with us further on that conversation, I'm joined by the NCPD project lead of D20 as well, is the Andrew Hofmeyer. Andrew, thank you so much for engaging with us. In terms of the policies that we have in this country, do you feel as if they speak to the needs and challenges that people with disability face?
Antiki, thanks for talking to me. It's wonderful to meet you, and it's great to be out here in the sun.
On this beautiful weather, right?
Oh, wonderful. Just watch out for the... No, there's no lion. No, Antiki, policy, you go to the heart of things. I think our country are blessed with very, very good policy. There's a lot of documentation, guidance that are being given to departments and like the education department. Policies are in place. And I think our biggest challenge and struggle is to what degree are these policies being implemented and monitored, that implementation is being done as it should be done. And that is the question.
Because you go to certain places that are deep in rural Eastern Cape and KZN, and you find that kids living with disabilities still don't have access to go to school. They're sitting at home, which then puts pressure on the parent not to be able to work, but to then take care of the child with that limited support.
Yeah, no, you touch the heart of the issue. You talk about the Eastern Cape. I was in Umtata a couple of weeks ago, visiting one of the very well-known schools whom the department said has been renovated to make it more accessible. And I was very excited to go and to observe this improvement. It hasn't happened. The sleeping halls are renovated, but when you go to the bathrooms, it's still not accessible. I had to help a child. It's a school for physically disabled children, and I had to help a child to get onto the toilet. I'm not there this morning, so now he has to ask his friends and the carers there to do it. But if the department and if the school and the facilities were just made accessible with proper commodes and things that are needed, and we know what is needed. I mean, if one really is true to what our policies require of us and implementing universal design, then these things can become more accessible. More children can access schools. You say all children must be school-going age must be at school, but there are thousands of children in our country who are at home because there's no place and there are no accessible schools around.
That was Andrew Hofmeyer, who is the project lead for Disability 20, just really highlighting on the challenges that people and especially children living with disabilities face on a daily basis. And I mean, this is a call to actually say that provide these kids with actually proper and adequate schooling, especially schooling, because these kids end up not going to school and parents being there to take care of the kids, which then puts dire pressure on the parent as well. But for now, that's where we leave the conversation that, of course, still needs to be had.
All right, Nomtsikelelo, thank you for that update. Good luck as the endeavors continue with that exciting run, of course, to support those most in need.